Love me, cause I don't think I love me anymore. Maybe I think too much, so I drink to rush all my demons out the door. Tell me that it's all inside my head. Call it OCD, tell me it's you, not me, cause it's driving me mad. I don't think I'm losing my mind, building all these walls over time. Every time I lose my way, I find you. I know that when fears start to hit me, know that you're the one to lift me. I find you, yeah, I'll find you. And pride, my insecurities haunting my memories, cause I'm holding them inside. Let go, put my thoughts back into words. Feels like I let me down, ain't got no golden crown, I'm just trying to be right. I don't think I'm losing my mind, building all these walls over time. Every time I lose my way, I find you. I know that when fears start to hit me, know that you're the one to lift me. I find you, yeah, I'll find you. I've been feeling just a little bit low. Got to get back to the show and we'll fly. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna hide away. We just have you trying to play second drills up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in the bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind.
Happy Wednesday. How are we doing, everyone? It feels a bit weird because normally it's, wow, hasn't the last week gone really quickly? But it's been 2 weeks because if you haven't guessed already by the title of the video, of the live show, of my updates, so obviously I wasn't here last week. I got COVID and it hasn't been fun. And so last Wednesday, which I think was probably day 4 into it, I was definitely feeling, yeah, this isn't happening. Health always comes first. And so it broke my heart to miss a show because I've missed you all, especially at a time that we've just released the membership, got this cool new background, you know, all these things are happening. But yeah, I've missed you all too, and I appreciate it. Lots of love in the chat. Thank you. And so as I was approaching today, I'm still not feeling 100%, and I'm going to go into all of that shortly. I did think, you know, let's just do an episode. I mean, to be honest, it's the same thumbnail that I had last week for saying it wasn't happening. But I kind of like the thumbnail because it was actually using my first test, which was positive. And I have to say, I have never seen a line look so definitive. Look at that line. That is a thick positive. Yeah. Oi, oi, Savaloy. God, I've not heard that for a long time. Never mind seeing someone type it. But yeah, can't believe it can floor you like that even after jabs. Can't wait for it to get molded and just leave us be. Yeah, well, the leave us be bit I'm definitely looking forward to. And look, this is the big misconception, and especially with the vaccine skeptics, it's the idea of, oh, you've got it and you got a vaccine. The vaccine, despite what some would say, was never going to stop you from getting COVID. It just means when you get it, your body's ready to take it on. I'm someone who's had the initial vaccine. I think I had it in 2 parts. And then I had one of the boosters, which I think was at the start of the year. So I've not had a booster in a very, very long time. But I do monthly checks with the Office of National Statistics. You take blood tests. And every month it still says I have a high antibody count. So it's going to be interesting to see what the results are now that I've had it. But anyway, a quick introduction. Hello to all of you. My name is Myles Dyer, and I host on this show, this time, every Wednesday, except last Wednesday because I was ill with COVID, as I've explained already. And this show is just a hangout. Sometimes we talk about fun things like movies, getting COVID, music. We do quizzes, which I say every week, and I'm like, oh, I need to write another quiz. That will have to come up in the not too distant future. Yeah, Karina knows it. Smash the like button if you haven't already. There are 15 of you watching right now. I love you all, but I would love you even more if you got those 2 likes. Up to 15. We're at 3 now. Look at that. That's a 50% increase. The chart is off the scales, or off the charts. Any mistake I make, I can just blame on not feeling myself completely. Look, Mark is the most generous gifter of this new membership. So thank you. Do let me know who got it in the chat. And we will welcome you to the membership family. So yeah, for as little as, I think it's what, $2.99 is it? A month. You can support this channel. You unlock all these cool little emojis of me and of things to do with the show. And also you get a really cool globe icon next to your name, which improves in its aesthetics over time the longer you are a member. And it's just a way that you can help support the show as it builds on week. Anything else I need to do with housekeeping? I was not hosting PSVR Without Parole on Friday last week. I will hopefully be back this Friday. And I've had some big news tonight with my band. I don't know if you've seen it. Should I go to this first? Should I go to this big news regarding my band? For those that don't know, I am a screamer in a metal band called Schemata Theory. We were on tour 2 weekends ago. That was where I got COVID. And there's actually some really cool stuff that happened because, news time. During tour, Joe, who is a Twitch streamer, she was one of the people that played our song in Beat Saber when it came out in November. And she actually came down to the show in Rotherham and she live streamed it all on Twitch. Here we go. Okay, I want to find out who got the gift. I'm literally going to get you, show you this clip. So Joe Beats, her name is. And if I actually go onto screen share. Here we go. Is it going to screen share? Oh no, that's the schemata theory news. I didn't want that. We'll come to that in a minute. Here we go. So this was actually the show that she live streamed. And this was us playing New Vision, which was the Beat Saber song. And so thanked her and all the people. And she's actually broadcast the entire show. I mean, the lights were amazing. It was really, really great. But if you want to watch the full show, basically, you just go to her channel, which I'll do now. And Joe got COVID, which I felt really bad about because obviously I got it similar time as well. And she came down. This was it. And it's at around 1 hour 15. Yeah, and you can actually watch the full live show in Rotherham there. So, I'll put it in the chat. Check it out. And what I loved is all her streamers were just having a party in the live chat. It was really, really cool. Right. The news regarding my band. So, my band has got a special show that is happening on October 28th, which is a Friday. And yeah, go Joe. She's amazing. She's amazing. Her and her other half had a really good chat with lovely, lovely people. Adore them to pieces. And they were just really, really supportive. So, I just love meeting wonderful people. So, my band has got a show on Friday, October 28th, which is in Bracknell, which is near Reading. And it's going to be a special one because it's going to mark 3 really important milestones. And if you've not seen it already, I'm just going to show you actually on here. I'll show you the 3 things. So firstly, it will be our last show of the Unity in Time album tour, which has been an absolute joy this past year as we've toured the UK and been inspired by the incredible reception from listeners all over the world. I mean, I love that artwork. Can never get sick of it. And yeah, for all of you that have supported us, getting our music, just streaming it, even just telling me about what the music means to you, it has meant the world to us. And so we are incredibly, incredibly grateful. So yeah, this show is going to be the last of the tour. Okay, that's the first reason. The second reason it's an important show is because it will mark the 10-year anniversary in which Schemata Theory announced ourselves in sync with also announcing our debut album, Dry Lung Rhetoric, and this was it. And this artwork just encapsulated all the different songs and the lyrics and things like that. It's really appreciate the love. Thank you. Milestones. Love it, Callie. I love it. Yeah. And so number 1, it's the end of the Unity in Time tour. Number 2, it is going to mark the 10-year anniversary, almost to the day of when our debut album came out 10 years ago. But the third reason it's an important show is because it's going to be our final show ever. This is an announcement that has been made with a very heavy heart, and having worked on this this message earlier, it's why I'm reading a lot of it. We are so grateful for all the support that has come the past 10 years from everyone that has listened to the music, have loved it, have just made it an absolutely wonderful 10 years. And especially with the launch of our album this past year, it's been absolutely incredible. We put here that as a band, we've always been friends first and foremost. Anytime we've made a decision on a new album or a new venture, we've always said, are we all in? And if anyone was not in, we'd say, right, we walk away, and there's no hard feelings. And so we decided as a band that we wanted to end things on a high following the launch of an album that we're incredibly proud of, rather than drawing things out and fading away as our lives diverge with all the commitments that come with getting older. People are getting married in the band, people are having kids, people are having to weigh up, you know, the cost of living that is constantly going up with what it is to tour. Being in a band is a big commitment, and this was a difficult decision, but it was ultimately the right decision. And so therefore, we ask anyone that can, because I appreciate being around the world, you're not all going to be able to make it, that if you can, to join us on this special day, to unite one last time and enjoy the closing of what has been a fantastic journey. If you go to schematatheory.com/tour, I'll go there now. You can get tickets for the show. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And yeah, it's not an announcement. I mean, it's hitting me having talking about it now. I know that when we do the show, it's going to be a very, very emotional day. Yeah, 10 years is a very long time. You only need another 4 years and you're equal with Westlife. No. Yeah, it's exactly. And look, what comes next for me with music, I'm happy to take a break. A lot of you know that I have a huge love for electronic dance music. And so something that I'm able to do from today, now it's public, is I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of electronic dance music artists and seeing if there are opportunities for collaboration. But I'm definitely going to take a long break. The tour that we've just done has been amazing. The 2 shows we played were really, really great. Headlining a festival was awesome. Really enjoyed Newcastle. But it also came with a toll. I got COVID on tour, which obviously we're going to talk about in this episode shortly. It's been tough. And I really hated getting it. No one likes to get it. But as someone who's been very careful for a long time, I was incredibly annoyed when I got it. Also when I was on tour, I can't go into too many specifics about this. Not because I think there's an issue with going into details, but when it involves legal stuff, I just don't want to make anything risky. But I was driving the van on the tour, and when I was in a car park, I clipped one of the doors on a bollard, on a part, and I did some damage to it. And yeah, as of last week, while I was at home recovering from COVID, my bank account, like all my savings for months and months, has just been completely rinsed. So yeah, it's been a difficult week, and then obviously making this announcement as well. It's tough, but as I said, it's a difficult decision, and the reason it's difficult is because we all really care about it as the band. No one in the band wants to feel like they're letting anyone down, but the honest truth is we are united. We do live by that, and we realise we're at such a high with this album. We could try and keep things going if certain people stepped away, but that's just no good. Like if you want to do more music, do it with a bang. You know what I'm saying? And Mario is in the chat. Lovely Mario. He says, "Hey everyone, thought I'd tune in with Myles tonight. However, it's incredibly sad that Schemata Theory is coming to an end. But thank you all for your support." And yeah, it's the support we can't underscore enough. Like, it's how I talk when doing this live show, that being the creator of content is only a part of it. It's always about shared experience. And very, very proud of everything we've done. And I'm really, really looking forward to celebrating it. And we've got some really special stuff lined up for this final show. And some things still being planned. So some things are definitely happening, which are going to be awesome. And there's some extra things as well that we're working on that will be extra special as well. So I just hope that my COVID F's off, like post-COVID symptoms, because at the moment my lung capacity isn't the greatest. And I get exhausted when I just go for a walk. Siago Guitarist says, people rarely realise how much you sacrifice being in a band. It's a huge commitment to be devoted and 100% invested 100% of the time. It really is. And that is why I mentioned that, you know, firstly and foremost, we are close friends. And, you know, in many ways that's a strength, but in other ways it could be a weakness, because like if we weren't friends, you know, people would leave and then others would just carry on. But for us, it's like, no, we've gone on this journey together and we're going to end with it together as well. Kiro with a super chat, £25. Hope this helps a little with the savings issue. You are far, far too kind. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Fucking love you guys, seriously. So yeah, lots of love in the chat. Just gonna amplify Mario's messages for the moment. It has been a pleasure to chat to you on Instamojo. The band has been an amazing experience, and I'm glad to call these guys my brothers in arms. Hell yeah. And it's going to be awesome, Mario. It's going to be awesome. We'll keep this conversation going, but now let's get on to the main topic of today's show. I did have a vitamin G. Kira, you're amazing. Excuse me. Really means a lot. Honestly, kindness is a wonderful thing, and it doesn't always have to be financial, but of course when there is financial kindness, it's amazing, so thank you for that. So I'm just gonna end, if you haven't yet already, vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. I'm gonna end it in 30 seconds because I was just asking, have you caught COVID before? And there are 3 answers. There is yes, there is no, and then there is the not sure, because sometimes we think we get it. There's a couple of times before I thought I had it, and I didn't. Although, in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, what I've got now is definitely COVID. So yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And it's an incredibly difficult time at the moment for everyone in the world financially. And that's something we will talk about in a future episode for sure. So yeah. Cool. Hugs all round. All right, I'm ending the poll. So let's see what the results are. The results. 2. Have you caught COVID before? 52% have said no. I am incredibly jealous of all, 10 of you? No, it'll be 11 of you. 11 of you who've not had COVID yet. Very jealous. Keep it up. 28% said yes, and 19% said not sure. So, yeah. There we go. Paul says, wow, end of an era. I wonder how much I can get for my autograph CD and t-shirt on eBay now. Yeah, just hang on to it, mate. Every year we're gone. I mean, the joke I keep making to the band is we're going to play this final show and we'll really enjoy it and go, you know what? I'm liking this. Maybe we should do a comeback tour next year. But that'd be good. I always love your kidding, Paul. Mark says, my wife had COVID for 3 weeks. Luckily, I never caught it. It is very good. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is an inevitability. Although, again, I'm really annoyed how I got it. But it is just the nature of it. It's when you do get it, it's just making sure you react to it as quick as possible. And so, yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about COVID. I'll talk about basically what the process has been for me. So when I came off stage at our final show, which was the one I showed you the video of earlier, during the day I wasn't. I had a bit of a cough, but it was just like what I've normally had from exhaustion and stuff like that. And then got off stage, helped with merch, all was fine. And then as we went out to the van, I started getting shivers. Now, I've had this before, and I've had it before due to exhaustion. So I went to get my hoodie, and we agreed. I hadn't eaten in many, many hours, so we agreed I need to go and get some food. So we went to get some Domino's pizza, and then I was driving the first leg of the journey back. Now, this was from Rotherham, so it was going to be about a 4-hour journey. It was about midnight, and I drove 90 minutes. And then we got to a service station, and then I was not feeling good, and then we switched, and then Hugh drove the rest of it, and I was sort of huddled in the car, and I did not feel good at all. Everyone in the band got it except for Mario. Surprise, surprise. He's come to show his face, to rub it in. But he was very lucky to escape it, because he was in a van with us all, where we had aircon running and stuff like that. It wasn't great. So with that said, the next day, I just felt achy, and my head felt kind of heavy, and I just felt rubbish. I just felt completely drained, and I started testing negative on Saturday or Sunday. That's just gone. And even though a lot of I had really bad brain fog last week, which is one of the reasons that I didn't do the live show. But even though a lot of the brain fog has gone, a lot of there is still, I can still feel it in my head. I still feel it kind of in my lungs. All the time I've had a cough, though, I've never felt that I have to cough. I just felt like I can cough, just to sort of clear stuff up. But the other thing that happened was a lot of people worry about smell and taste. Fortunately, I haven't lost my taste. There's a lot worse things you can get from COVID, but losing taste is kind of a terrifying one. But I have lost, I would say, 80% of my smell. And as an example, I showed you this on a previous episode, this Motivate essential oil, which is mint and orange. And it's called Motivate because a little sniff of it, it really perks you up. And this is something that normally that would be enough. But now I can smell it a little bit, but I can feel it tickling the inside of my nose. So, I've lost my smell. And it's a bit weird. And my taste got worse, but no different than when you normally get ill. But I tell you what, the best way I can describe COVID, I just feel dirty. Like, it's just, you feel really gross. And actually, you get aches when you have flu. One of the weirdest aches I had was I'd sometimes get tingling up my arms and legs. But actually, there was a lot in the last week where I was getting on my thigh, like here. It was like, it felt like a minor dead leg. And so when I was trying to sleep, I couldn't relax. It just like, I was like, what the hell is it? And I'd have to take like paracetamol to make myself feel better. So yeah, as things currently stand, I still feel like there's an outlining of my lungs that feels like there's stuff on it. It's still in my head, and I was very worried about that because, well, firstly, it's not a good thing to have, but secondly, and this is why last week was incredibly depressing for me, I have made such huge strides in improving my mental health following my head injury, where I was feeling out of it. I couldn't concentrate much, all that sort of stuff. And I was like, what if I undo everything I've done the last 7 years? But then the other factor is with my finances. I've really got on top of my finances the last few months, done savings and stuff, and then I've just wiped it out with this stupid accident. So yeah, it's kind of like I really feel like I've stepped back a lot. With the tour, I enjoyed playing it, but it's also like it's just ruined big aspects of my life. And so, and also you generally feel more terrible about things when you're feeling terrible and ill. I was stuck in for 10 days. I've started going for walks on my lunch break, a 3-kilometer walk. But it has been quite warm. But I also just feel exhausted. Like right now, I feel exhausted as well. So, yeah, that's what I would say about COVID. And before I go to the chat and I start reading what everyone's been saying, my tips are that when you have COVID is drink lots of water, tell someone so they can do your food shopping for you and make sure that you've got everything you need, and take vitamins. And if you can go out for a walk, do. I didn't. And just rest lots. And it's really weird because it's like resting should be the easiest thing in the world. I was really terrible at resting. And actually, I've watched more movies and documentaries in the past 10 days than I have in like the last probably 3 or 4 years. I've watched loads of Marvel movies, catching up with that. I watched the Woodstock documentary, and actually just sitting there watching it has been cool as well. So right, I'm going to your questions now. Do you think you'll get your sense of smell back? I do. I hope so. It can take a long time. One of my cousins, George, I didn't hear from him, but I heard from his mum, my cousin Julie. Supposedly he'd lost his smell, and they were in the car one day, and you know those little air fresheners in the car of the little tree. Supposedly he just went, "Oh my goodness, I can smell it!" And like my cousin was saying, she's never seen someone so excited to smell an air freshener in a car. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it back because it is bizarre. It is really, really, really strange. So yeah, what are your what have your experiences with COVID been? It's difficult to analyse since it seems to affect everyone so differently. I've known people wiped out by it, but my grandparents got it, for example, but it didn't affect them much. And that's the thing. There are so many different strains. There are so many different factors. I got it off the back of being incredibly exhausted. Like a tour, even if it's a short one, you're doing a lot of driving, a lot of travelling, you're exerting yourself on stage, you're putting yourself through all sorts, and your diet usually isn't particularly great. So there's all that. But by the way, remind me, I want to show you one of these amazing restaurants I went to. It was a vegan restaurant in Sheffield. It was so, so good. One of the ongoing worries is that long tail COVID. Yeah, long COVID. Yeah, people being knocked out for 6 months. I know there's a lot of research showing there's a lot of like socio-bio pressures to it as well, which is when people worrying about it, it can prolong it, or, you know, people emphasize symptoms that perhaps aren't there. It of course exists, but being positive about it is really, really important. And that was something I had to tell myself, because long COVID is something I was definitely scared about. I think smell and taste issues are still telling. A lot of other symptoms have now evolved. Yeah. I had early COVID that was more like a major flu and had me bedridden for a few days. It went through my workplace like the plague, but thankfully no one lost life to it. Yeah. Losing smell means that you pretty much can't taste much either. I can still taste stuff. But like it could be dampened, you know, because smell does play a role in it. But you do that thing where I was eating pizza and I got a variety. I had pineapple and pizza. I know a lot of you, and the hot food, and you know, you're tasting it that way. I definitely can taste stuff still, thankfully. So yeah, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. I lost my sense of taste due to the wife's cooking. Outrageous, Mark. Outrageous. Yeah, I hope the wife is not reading this. In the early days before lockdown, I remember working late and hearing someone coughing in a nearby room. I found out a few months later that the colleague did get it, so it was very close. Yeah, that's the thing. Particles can spread and incubate very easily. And thank you very much, Mojo. Totally true. Luckily, we haven't had COVID yet, but I'm desperately trying to avoid it because I do not want my 4.5 month. So I don't know why I said 4.5, 4.5 month old to get it. Yeah, understandable. And congrats on the new arrival. Hope Mrs. Pringleleaf, if that's her name, doesn't start liking Myles one day, decides to watch the whole back catalogue of these videos and comes across that one comment. Yeah. We've got to do that movies and doc show. We definitely will. I've been taking vitamin C since last year to try and give my immune system a boost, help me fight off the symptoms of COVID if I do get it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's the thing. It is brutal. It can be absolutely brutal. Our friend had COVID over a year ago, and he has his sense of smell back, but he says some things don't taste the same. He can't drink any kind of cola anymore. I haven't had any cola yet, so maybe I should try that. But that's interesting. I mean, out of all things that you're not going to like anymore, that's probably a good one. The Evil Dead movies and the Ash vs Evil Dead series. That was cool. Oh. Yeah, a lot of love in the chat. A lot of love. Hey, Nick. Had a co-worker today tell me that her allergist has seen a spike in allergy symptoms with patients who've had COVID. Such a weird... That's the thing. It has such a... I think it's just because it's such a potent virus. It's... Look, there's no scientific backing with what I'm going to say, but this is just my feeling. But it's kind of like... Because it's a massive sledgehammer to the immune system. It, like, metaphorically smashes things everywhere. And so it means that the different ways it can impact you are far and wide. Dude, you're alive. I am alive. And just about kicking. See, I'm really tired now. The idea of losing taste and smell slightly freaks me out, but all the way through the last 2.5 years, I am not glad to have lost taste. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, it's oh my goodness, it's scary, man. It's scary, and you know, a lot of this stuff I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know until later down the line. So yeah, and this is why I've always been really careful with, like, I wear a mask whenever I go in places for the most part, and the reason why is, you've only got one body. You know, health is everything, and it's like you just have those moments. It was like when I started getting tinnitus, and I was like, look at flashbacks. Why did I not take more care there? You know, that can really impact it a lot. My anxiety spiked when it hit, because my immune system wasn't exactly solid, so I hit paranoia. That's the thing. Health anxiety is a really big issue. Really big issue. Yeah, I mean, look, monkeypox is a real issue, but the chances of getting it's a lot harder to get because it requires skin-on-skin contact. We're convinced from when I was in the delivery room, because about 20 medical staff were in there at one point. She didn't get any symptoms. Like it. Wow. Yeah, oh, man. That's the thing. It's it can be very, very mysterious, and that's what makes it worrying. Mysterious in how it You know, I told you Mario didn't get it, and he was in the van with all of us, you know, for a 4-hour journey. So he didn't get it. But he says he had it earlier in the year, so that might be a part of it. Hey Hannah, good to see you here. Happy Wednesday to you as well. But yeah, it's all about taking it easy and resting. Fortunately, my work is very, very supportive. So that's really, really, really good. Speaking of work, and just a reminder for anyone that's just joined, the announcement earlier was that my band Schemata Theory has announced our final ever show is taking place, and we included this, which was a sketch of our first album work. But yeah, we have a show. Hometown show on October 28th, and it's going to be our last ever show. That will be the end for Schemata Theory. So please come down. Please come down if you can. Right, LinkedIn. So my studio might start having some extra changes, because I'm going to get some additional props in here, because CyberSafe, the company I work for, is it actually going to let me on the page? Here we go. I've just started a new weekly show called CyberSafe Weekly, and it's where I talk about all the latest news regarding CyberSafe. And yeah, so if you're on LinkedIn, follow CyberSafe. I'll be hosting it. It's also actually on YouTube, which I could probably give you a link to. I'll put it in the chat. YouTube, there isn't much of an audience, but yeah, why not give it a like? Why not give it a like? And vulnerabilities. But it was actually something I was supposed to research and script last week and then film on Monday. I was off last week because of COVID, and so on Monday I turned it around in a day and then published it on the Tuesday. So yeah, I was quite proud of this, and it's going to be good. What a perfect role to assign to you. Yeah, it's, oh man, would love to, man. This is our final show, and then that is it. That is it. Why is it our last show? It's our last show just because we're getting older. Members have different commitments, whether it's family or finance and stuff like that. And so we decided, look, we're not all going to be able to commit to another album, so we should end on a high. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, yeah. Hello, Dr. Dance. Good to see you here. What was I also going to show? Yes, food. Right, let me get it on my phone. So there was this amazing... place called Temple of Fun. And do you know what? I'm just going to show you. Oh. Here we go. Ready for some food? Ready for some food? Yeah, where is it? It is in Bracknell. And yeah, lots of game cats. All the game cats, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. I can't wait to come back to the show on Friday. I just hope I have my energy at that point. Yeah. Right, you ready to see some photos? So, here we go. Downloads. Oh yeah, it's done it in terms of... Has it not sent it over yet? Oh, it says waiting. Why is it waiting? Just send it. This is really annoying. Come on, airdrop. Me bought foods. Oh, there we go. Look at all that food. That's it. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's really annoying. Right. Is there another way for me to do this? Let me email myself it. Oh, God, am I really going to do this? I just want to show you some food. Let me see if it would let me do it individually. Here we go. Let me share. Or am I just literally going to have to hold it up to camera? I know. This is so important. This is so important. Because this place... Okay, it's letting me email myself it now. Right, I'm just emailing myself. 1 second. Oh. Look what I do for you guys. Yeah, do you want to send it large? Yeah. Okay, right. Here we go, guys. So, let me get my emails up. Da, 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 da. Here we go. There we go. Right, I've got him. I've got him. We've done it. Wow, emailing yourself pics. What are we, savages? Yes, we are savages. We are savages indeed. Right, here we go. So, yeah, do you know what? We'll do this photo first. This place, Temple of Fun, completely vegan, right? Let's send us foods. I like that you explained nudes but foods. That's funny. Right, here we go. So, oh my god, I've just got rid of it. Outrageous. Right, let's do that again. Zoom it in. Okay. I'm just curious to know, what do you make of these burgers? These are all vegan. So I went for this one, a Beyond Meat burger patty topped with melted Gouda cheese. This isn't bacon rashers, smoky tomato sauce, shoestring fries, lettuce, tomato, gherkins, and chipotle mayo, served in a beetroot red bun, which was interesting, with house fries. Sparkleberry, love you, love you, love you very much. Let's play a sound effect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, they got some fried chicken patties, like all this sort of stuff. Honestly, you wouldn't organise a meetup. This place was so good. Okay, but I went for the Gouda one, right? And this is what it looked like. Look at that. Look at that burger. And the cheese was amazing. The beetroot sort of style burger was interesting. It was really, really tasty. But then what happened? I saw this for the dessert. Yes, welcome to the supporter. Welcome to Sparkleberry, who I adore. Thank you. Yeah, this is really good. Now, what about this, guys? Does lettuce wrap as a wrap count as a burger? I don't know, actually. Right, here we go. The popcorn brownie. Honeycomb and vanilla ice cream generously topped and layered with gooey chocolate brownie pieces and popcorn, finished with a golden whipped cream. Oh, I miss epic mealtime. A whipped cream. Yeah. This was so good. This was so good. And this is what it looked like. You ready? I'm just kidding. That's what Mario got. Mario got that. He went for the kids' meal. He just wanted the kids' meal. Joanna, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, that's what Mario went for. I went for this. Look at... Oh, I've just got rid of it again. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, look at that. It looks... That last one looked like a poached egg. It did look like a poached egg. Food I never heard of before. Yeah, this was... Yeah. Wow, Mario. Yeah. But look, this was good. It was amazing. I didn't know I was going to be able to finish it, especially when you get to the bottom, because the bottom was like bits of popcorn and brownie. That looks fatal. I was that person. You're eating at a vegan place, and you know it's all vegan, but you're like, is this vegan? Like, you keep asking yourself that, even though it's a vegan place. Because it was amazing. It was really, really good. So, yeah, Church, Temple of Fun. It is in Sheffield. I want to give them a huge shout out because, had an amazing time there. Really, really, really good time there. Cool. Looks like the shit would fall everywhere in my car. What? That looks like some kind of weird reverse egg. Oh, what, Mario's thing? Yeah. Yeah. Like, he enjoyed it. That's it. Go hard on your food or go home. And it was our day off, so I did have 24 hours to recover. And then I got COVID, so yeah, that's probably what kept me going with the energy. Right. Do you know what? It's time to play the game, guys. But before we do, there's a really fun game called Marbles on Stream, but Marbles on stream. I don't think you can play it. I don't think you can play it on Mac. I'll have to look it up. It was really, really good. Oh, everyone's really hungry now. My wife is vegan. She has stopped using shampoo because it has ham in it. And poo. It has poo in it as well. That would put me off it more. I once went really good. Yeah, this is the thing about veganism. Is like, I'm not a vegan, I'm not vegetarian, but eating vegan food when you find really great restaurants is amazing. Yeah, no, Mark, that's ham poo. Ham poo. Right. Okay, guys. Everyone watching right now, there are 20 of you. Hit that like button as I set up this game because it is time to play Words on Stream. Here we go. It's that time. We haven't played it in 2 weeks. Can we get to level 20? Can we do it? Can we do it? Is it going to happen? Oh my goodness. Here we go. If you don't know how this works, don't worry, stick around. It will soon become clear. Type in the chat your guesses and guess as many words as you can with the letters it provides us with. And let's see if today we can do it. Yeah, can we do it? Can we hit level 20? There's only one way to find out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Temper. If anything's going to cure my COVID symptoms, it's going to be getting level 20. Definitely. That's what the doctor prescribed. Let's do this. Nice work, everyone. We skipped 3 levels because we got 3 stars. Let's keep going. Anxiety, well done. Texan? Aw. Smashing this, everyone. This is good. Really good. Hit that like button if you haven't already, if you're watching. Love you. Do we know what the fake letter is? It's V, isn't it? Yeah. Right. This is so good.
Ready, set, go.
Let's keep going. Let's see. Gaming. Aiming. Image. Which means U is the fake letter. There you go. It's done it red anyway. I keep remembering how brutal the levels get. So we got another one beginning with M. Oi, oi, Savaloy. One more left. Is it beginning with M or is it... Oh man, this is tough. Nick is smashing it today. Nick is a titan at this game. Absolute titan. Everyone keeps saying Ming. 3 levels, so we're skipping to level 13. Unlucky for some. For anyone that's just joining that's never played this before, you can guess in the chat. Just type your guesses. A friend of mine was just saying, do you expect me to play this at this time at night? That's hilarious. Yeah, I do. I expect you to commit to the cause because we're working together to get to level 20. We've never done it before. This could be the time we finally do it. Let's go. Finally found a flipping word. Let's go. Right, there's a hidden letter and a fake letter. I'm going to go for double O. Let's get some more music going. Man, we're not doing good, guys. Cowshed. I like that. No, I keep doing double O. Fish. Right, everyone's going to have to guess loads. Here we go, guys. It's going to tell us I, and don't use E. Codfish, amazing. Keep going. Oh, we didn't do it. Nah. Well. You know, we've missed a week. So we've missed a week of training, of practice. Good attempt, everyone. And also, this week, I did have it on low latency, not ultra low latency, which may mean the delay was a bit more. I don't know how much more it was. So what I would say is, everyone in the chat, press the number 1 now, and let's see how long it takes for it to come through. My goodness, it is warm in here. Look, I want to give a shout out to everyone for tuning in today. Thank you so much. There we go. Nick's come up with the 1. Okay, is it? And it makes all the difference in that game. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, do hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you for all the well wishes. It has been horrible the last 2 weeks. But thank you for those that became members today. If you haven't already, do consider clicking that join button. You unlock lots of cool emojis. And just to show you a couple of them now, we've got we've got me signing off at the end with the adios. I love that I have teal eyes, which I do have. Teal, I just love. We've got me going, OMG. OMG. Oh my God. But most importantly, we've got Vitamin G, because it's all about appreciation. Yeah, I love everyone doing it in the chat now. And Myles Dyer. So there's that as well. So yeah, it is still very warm at the moment. So yeah. With that said, I just want to say a huge thank you. And also, final reminder, my band has just announced that we are playing a hometown show on October 28th, which is a Friday in Bracknell. It's going to be our last ever show. We're celebrating 10 years since we formed with the release of our debut album, Dry Lung Rhetoric. It will be the end of our Unity in Time album tour, and it will be our final ever show, which is gutting. But all good things have to come to an end, including this show right now. So I want to say a huge thank you for everyone tuning in, for all the well wishes. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Oh, Mark, you've done it again. Right. Who is Mark gifted this to? And I can smile if I want, JD. I can smile all I want. I've been told I have a nice smile. Does it really? Well, that's good. That's good. Is it good? Is it good? Does it actually tell you what the info is? Let's have a look here. Yeah, it does. Right. Who actually got gifted it? I can't actually see. Please don't go. Please stay. Yeah, no, I'll take it. Waiting for the Unity in Time acoustic tour. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, who got it? I can't actually see who Mark gifted it to. Oh, Meat. I'm so blind at the moment. Anyway, that means now, membership-wise, do you know what? I'm going to check this because, we have a target so I can unlock some more emojis. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's gifted 2 today. Secret membership. Or maybe it's secret membership. Or maybe it's he's gifted it and no one's accepted it because you have to click the allow to accept membership gifts, which I like. Here we go. Let's have a look here. So Sparkleberry became one. Melanie Black did 10 days ago. Thank you. Jordan H, obviously last time as well. Kiro, you've been catching up with the some old videos. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's have a look here. How do I find it? Overview. Is it overview? Memberships. I am so blind. I can't see it. Oh, Mark, you need to stop doing this. You're too kind. Too much kindness. Too much kindness indeed. Too much kindness. Is there such thing as too much kindness? Maybe we'll have to do an episode dedicated to Mark. Oh, here it is. Badges and emojis. So right now, I've got enough for 9 emojis. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I probably could make another 4 emojis now. So I'm going to have to get some more commissioned. We need to decide what these other emojis are going to be. So we'll have to work it out. But anyway, look. Oh, no, I definitely believe in that. I believe in the power of karma. I believe in paying it forward. The way I've always described karma is... Do you know what? Oh, dude, Mark, this is ridiculous now. Do you know what? I'm going to end the show now. Are you tipsy? Yeah, he's going to regret it the next day. The wife's going to have a go at him. I'm going to tell you my car park metaphor for karma, and we're going to thank Mark all the way through these credits. So thank you. I love you all. Have a great rest of your week, and adios. Till next time. Peace out.
You on the road, I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, huge love to Mark, and as I've always said, support doesn't always have to come in the form of financial support, but of course it's incredibly appreciated. So thank you, because you're actually helping plant seeds when you do it, because obviously it's not the main reason you do it, but by giving people the chance to become a member, they at least get a taste of the benefits and being a part of that community. And then hopefully if they enjoy the show after a month, they might decide to continue being a member and supporting for the long run. So that's really, really cool. As Nick said, yeah, it doesn't, unfortunately, although it's something I'm going to have a look into and see if I can get that working, because that would be really, really nice. But yeah, the karma, as Nick said so greatly, it's just how I always explain it about the importance of paying things forward. And how do you accept the gifts in the chat? So basically in the chat, it should have an option that says, like when he's gifting, it should say in the chat, like, accept or something. I'm looking up again. Yeah, it says next time you could be a lucky recipient of a Myles Dyer gift membership, and then you click allow gifts. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, great one, Mark. But yeah, karma. So it's obviously going to become increasingly irrelevant because of how technology changes. But I remember when I used to, park in a car park. I was gonna go to the ticket machine and get a ticket for an hour. And someone came up to me and went, "Oh, hey, how long are you shopping for?" And I was like, "Oh, 20 minutes." They're like, "Oh, great. I've still got 25 minutes left on this ticket if you want it." And I was like, "Oh, thanks so much." So I took the ticket off them, put it in my car, and, they saved me some money. I didn't have to buy a full hour. They weren't, kindness didn't cost them anything. And then I straight away thought, oh, okay, that's a nice thought. I should remember it next time. And so I came back to the car one time after buying a ticket for an hour. There was some time left. And so I went up to someone and said, "How long do you want? There's 20 minutes left on this." And that is a nice example of karma. But on the flip side about bad karma, there are things where people, you might have someone knock into your car and then drive off. So you never get to see who did it or get anything, fixed. And so you nudge into someone, and then you're like, oh, well, no one stopped for me, so why should I stop for them? So it can work in positive and negative ways. So yeah, good and bad karma. Look, everyone, huge thank you for tuning in. My energy levels are really low at the moment. I'm still feeling pretty bad, but I'm really glad to have done this show today. And this is only going to improve week on week. So stay tuned. I've got some really exciting plans for this show. Yeah, adios till next time. Hopefully see you Friday on PSVR Without Parole. Much love.